When there's fantasy football news that needs to be discussed, or you got questions about your own team, come to Finkle and Einhorn. The laces are out.
Yeah, you're recording.
Yeah, I'm recording now. All right. All right, thank you again for joining us today. I am Finkle.
And I'm Einhorn.
And today we are going to be discussing auction league settings and value and doing a mock draft all at the same time. So once again, you can check us out on Twitter at Finkle Pod. Is that right? I think that's right. I don't even know my own Twitter handle for the podcast, but it doesn't matter. We have, I think, 3 people that listen, me, you, and one of our moms. I don't know which one, but I think one of them listens.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, it's
Mom.
Nice of them. But no, I think it's at Finkle Podcast. So at Finkle Podcast, I did check it just to make sure. That's where you can check us. Now, today we're doing an auction. We're actually joining one on ESPN. At this time, we have how many people in?
Oh, 10 of 10. It's full.
We have 10 of 10. That is nice. Now, my name, as you can see, is called Balls Deep. Matt, your name?
Major Cox. Yes. It's big.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and change mine to Finkle and last name Podcast. Yeah. Finkle Podcast. Letting everybody know you're in the lobby with us. So we got 9. Somebody backed out, but still good to go. 4 seconds left. 9 people are in. It is about time to get this draft going. It's a PPR mock auction. So again, what we're doing is we're going to look at the ratings of what people are projected at from the get-go. So as we enter the draft, now's going to be the time where we're going to get our first look at what this auction is going to have as its settings.
But
that's the first thing we always say to do. Go look at the settings, look at what you need to do to dominate your draft. Now, in this one, we start with $200. So remember, the value will change and adjust depending on how much you get. Some leagues do 100, some leagues do 250 or more. So depending on the value,
50?
twice 50.
Twice 50, eh?
But here's the way it starts. Someone just throws out a player's name. It could be anybody. So there's a lot of strategy in who you throw out. Do you want to throw out people you don't want? That's what I would suggest doing. And at the beginning, you could throw out a guy that's, a wild card. See if you can get him for $1. Throw a kicker out you want. Throw a defense out you want $1. Just see if you get it. If somebody bids 3, 5, 7, 8, they're overpaying. So, but yeah, at the first picks, you're going to have like Christian McCaffrey, just to give you an idea of what they're evaluated at. I'll do this real quick. Top 3 quarterbacks: Lamar Jackson, $27. Patrick Mahomes, $26. And the third quarterback, Deshaun Watson, at $5.
Wow. So you can get a quarterback cheap, you're telling me.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is that these things, and these things always say $5 for Deshaun Watson, but how many years have you seen like Aaron Rodgers be a $2 guy and go for 20?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to happen. These people are going to get overpaid for a quarterback, and rightfully so. So you're going to have to save money somewhere else. Now, top 5 running backs: Christian McCaffrey, $59. Saquon Barkley, $54. Ezekiel Elliott, $54. Dalvin Cook, $53. And Alvin Kamara at $51. So then we go to receivers, top 5. Michael Thomas, $55. DeAndre Hopkins, $50, which I'm surprised at that. Devontae Adams at $50. Julio Jones at $47. And Tyreek Hill at $47. So then the tight ends, the top 3, you have Kelsey at $36. Dude, $36? Wow. Okay. You're paying more for a tight end than you would your quarterback? Okay. Kittle is $30, and then Ertz is $17. I think that's all we really need to go for on that type of stuff. So
what we get?
What kind of strategy advice would you give for somebody who's never done an auction, Matt, and they're going into their first one?
Your first auction, and it's your turn to put somebody out there. Put a kicker. And if somebody pays more than $1 for a kicker, then let them pay more. But you want to fill some roster holes as cheap as possible so that when the big guys come out, you might have that little extra dollar or two more, to get you going.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get your kicker and your defense, maybe you throw out a backup quarterback. Maybe you throw out some players you don't like. Like if you're not sold on Miles Sanders and you think this is the best opportunity to get $43 for him out of somebody, then you throw him out there, But definitely early on, don't show your cards and try to keep the players you want, away from the queue.
Yeah, and that the whole point of doing that is get everybody to spend their money. You're the only one without money. Everybody's looking at what can I get, how much does everybody else have? Should I bid high? Should I not? And then when people lose all their money and it gets distributed out through a lot of people, then you're going to start getting lower prices, or you're going to either that, or you're going to have more head-to-head battles with somebody that has money. So either one of
McCaffrey went for 56.
He was at 59. Pre-evaluation went for 56. Could be a value, could not. Now look at the second person. So here's the thing. They went Eckler. Eckler is not a top 5 running back. So this guy is trying to see what kind of value he can get. Now he is projected at how much? $39. So we'll see what Eckler goes for. Does he get the deal he thinks he's going to get or not? But yeah, I agree. I think throw all the people out you don't want to get. If a lot of people are going with if you throw out quarterbacks, for example, you can wait on one. So you throw out like 3 or 4 quarterbacks, you're going to get one for $1 or $2 later on, or 2 of them for $1 or $2 that you just want to get. So
like if you don't care to have, if you don't want Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, put them out there early. Put them out there early. Get some fresh money off the table.
Eckler goes for $37. All right, 37. So about right around where he was projected. I think he was projected at 39. So a couple dollars under what they have been going. Now, next person up is Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is at 55 pre-evaluation. He's already 59. Oh my goodness! Everyone,
this is a PPR giant.
He is a giant. 59 current bid 2-1 sold.
Wow, $4 over.
Wow. All right, the next player after Michael Thomas. This is crazy. These auctions are so much fun. These auctions are so much fun, man. Whew.
I think my strategy is I'm going to try to get a budget tight end and then really get some solid backups.
Well, here's the deal. You can go for your guys if you want whenever you're doing these drafts, because you want to get people you enjoy watching and enjoy owning. But to me, if you want to do strategy-wise, I would wait and let all the big money go. So anybody that's a big money guy, only grab one of them out of like your top 5 of both receivers and running backs. Only get one of those guys. Then you guys really spend wisely and get a bunch of $20 guys and just distribute your money out, wisely to get yourself a nice team overall and some decent bench guys. And you can find some good dollar guys. So leave about 2 or 3 spots on your bench for just dollar guys. Plan on that.
Damn straight.
Do some more mocks, figure out what you want. Chubb is at 38. He is the next person up after Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson ended up going for 29. So a couple dollars higher than what they projected him. But Chubb comes up after. He's going at 39 projected right there. So, yeah, that's great. Wow. So running backs are off the board. We got 1, 2, 3, 1 twice. And then we got my 1 receiver, 1 quarterback. All right, team. Yes, you are up. Now, I have yet to spend $1, and neither has Einhorn.
No, I bought Nick Chubb.
Oh, you got Chubb
for 39. I thought that was great value.
Could be. What was he valued at? Does it show you?
I don't think so.
So someone just put a $3 bid on Justin Tucker.
Average value is 37, but I mean Chubb's going to perform.
Oh yeah.
A lot better than 37 given the going rate.
I would agree with that. Chubb is a good player to have. He definitely has some upside.
Justin Tucker's at $5.
Yeah, this is overpaying, and I love it because these are dollars.
He nominated a kicker.
These are the guy nominated, and Justin Tucker's at $7. Come on. Okay, and he sells for $7. I am up to choose someone to throw out. I'm going to throw someone out I don't want that should draw a lot of money. It's PPR. So I'm going to remember, I want to throw someone out I don't want. Who do I not want is going to get a lot of money in a PPR? Derrick Henry. Throwing some Derrick Henry out there. Let's get another big name running back. Get us out. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. Now, being as how this is my strategy, I will either run the money up if it gets close to value. And that's the thing I like to do. It's my Joker strategy. If the pre-value, like for Derrick Henry's 45, I think he should get at least 35. I'll go up to 35 and make sure at least gets there and more. If it starts to stop at like 38 and he's a $45 value, I'll just take it. But right now he's at 38, goes to 39. So someone is doing my job for me. If he goes at 40, that would probably make sense. He's going to go way under. Oh, someone bid.
Going 40.
Someone is bidding. So, woo, man, Derrick Henry. Not a guy you want because he doesn't do a lot of catching, and they also drafted a guy to be the pass catcher. So, not really a PPR stud, but a ground game stud. But you have to depend upon those
43.
touchdowns. You have to depend upon those touchdowns. So a good person to throw out for me, his value is at 45 pre-draft. Most people go $2 or $3 under. He's only going for $1 under. I think that's a good throw out. Saquon. Pre-value 50.
No, he was over 50. He was like 55. He was higher than
54. 54. Gosh. Oh no. Someone bid. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the pause there, but I was knee deep in some Saquon Barkley bidding. I had him at 50 twice. And
went for 50 thrice.
Someone went for 50 thrice. I didn't want him at that price. At 50, I was kind of uncomfortable, but I'm glad I got somebody else to pay up for him. That was nice.
One of my favorites, Devontae Adams.
Yeah, you're not a high on him, but I think you understand, you respect the guy enough to say that he will be good. He's just not someone you personally want to have. He is pre-valued at 50. He's already at 51. Not thinking about it. Now, he is a PPR stud. That is for sure. He's going to have
They got nobody else.
Tons of targets. And he's normally a touchdown machine. Last year didn't do it. I think he gets back to the median of 5 and 15. So he'll at least get you 8 to 12 this year coming up, in my opinion. So let's see who's up. Miles Sanders, the young stud. Now, this says 28 is what he's going for in general. Miles Sanders, dude, for the upside, I think 28 is just silly. He's going to go for at least 40 on here. And if he goes for under, I'll take him. I'll take him for under 30 is what I'm saying. Like if his pre-draft is 28, I'll take him for 27. I might even just take him for 29. Somebody bid, so I am out. I'm going to let them have it. Oh, it's you. Oh, Einhorn with the steal. Speak, Einhorn, speak.
Yeah, $30. That's great value for that guy.
Yeah.
In a PPR, yeah, 100%.
Now they do have other pass catching backs there too, but who do you have on your roster right now?
Nick Chubb, and Miles Sanders.
Nice. Look, $50 for Zeke. I just can't spend it. I mean, it's worth it probably, but I can't do it. To me, I'd rather have 4 running backs that have potential to be amazing versus just one. Well, here's a guy's going to go cheap as shit. David Johnson. He's projected at 24. I mean, I don't see how I go over 20. I don't see it. Yeah. I'm not getting this guy. So in an auction for someone like this, David Johnson, man, I like him. He's going to be a good guy to have. He's a PPR. He might be good in PPR. It might be actually better than what you're projected at, because if he does start catching tons of balls, it's going to be enticing. But if he's still as bad as he was the year before, It ain't gonna be good. But I think there's probably potential for him to do decent. Oh wow, he's going over the value, 24 to 27 right now. Let's see what
There's
he
a
ends up
battle
at.
for David Johnson.
Heck yeah.
28,
Woo!
29.
Overvalue. This is crazy. This is crazy. People, they're seeing this. That's what I was
30.
saying. From what I just explained about David Johnson, right now you have two owners who believe in the upside of it. You can see that in the bidding. All right.
30.
Goes for 30. Wow.
Hey, Dalvin Cook. This is going to be some money.
Pre-draft at 53. I will go all the way up to 48 just to screw with everybody. And it's over 48, so I'm done. That was quick. Wow. Sometimes these auctions, you'll notice they are very fast. But see, here's the deal. Everybody's getting running backs. I'm going to keep throwing out running backs I don't want when it's my turn to choose. Dalvin Cook for 51.
That's good. That's good money.
I mean, it's right at value, right?
Yeah,
Man.
but you save a couple bucks by not having Christian McCaffrey or Saquon. But I think the production is going to be similar.
While we're waiting on this guy to choose who to throw out, I'm going to go through the teams real quick and see who everybody has. Is anybody? Okay, this guy is Eckler. This guy is Lamar Jackson, Michael Thomas, and Devontae Adams. He has 50 bucks, 50 bucks left, or 61 bucks. This guy is Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Ezekiel Elliott, and he has 50 bucks left. Wow,
these are some good values.
You have Chubb and Sanders, which have the same bye week. It's interesting. Which I don't think matters till the end. You can trade and do other stuff.
Hopkins went for 51.
Yeah, so the next one up is Hopkins. He goes for 51. I think it's a way overpay. He's not going to see the amount of targets that he was seeing in Houston. They got too much other stuff going on there.
Deshaun Watson's a better passer than Kyler Murray. He's not going to get the quality of passes.
And the system isn't going to allow for it either. So it's just not going to happen. Okay, so DK Metcalf is at $5, $7. Interesting. Let's see. He's at 11. Oh, he's at $12. He's at $13. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Is anybody going to bid on him? DK Metcalf at $14. This is craziness. I think I'm out. I think I'm out at $14. I think I'm out of him. All right, I got DK Metcalf. As you probably couldn't tell, but Finkle and Einhorn were battling it out for some DK Metcalf. He was going at a $6 valuation. We both of us think he's much better than a $6 valuation, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're in an auction and DK Metcalf is at $5, bid the 6 and go up to 10. And if there's a battle war, you might want to go higher. I'm just saying, but what do you think, Einhorn?
Yeah. That's good value.
I mean, he's easily a $25 guy. Like at the end of the year, you know what I mean? And he has potential to be a top 20 guy in stats. So his price value could go up. I mean, that's $6. That's ridiculous. Okay, so my turn to choose. I'm going to choose another guy to throw out there. I do not want that should be a good bait candidate. I'm throwing Aaron Jones out there, not a guy I'm wanting to get. Do not believe in the running back in that system. I mean, maybe it is true they're trying to actively take touchdowns out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. If that's the case.
They also drafted a goal line guy, so that's going to cut
there you go.
Aaron Jones's touchdowns.
There you go. So that's the thing. And that's why I don't really want Aaron Jones. His pre-draft is at 45. That's a lot of money. He's right now going at 41. So 42, 43. I like it. I'm glad I threw him out. Somebody's money is gone, and I'm ready to get the scraps later on.
Are you now?
Einhorn. Ooh. So Jones ends up going for 44. Now we are on to Alvin Kamara, a great player, someone I love, in a great system.
Player.
Let's see what he goes for. He's pre-drafted 51. He's at 49. I'm out. I'm out of this. There's no way I'm in. Wow. Well, 49 he goes. He goes only for 2 under what he's pre-draft at. It could be a steal at 49.
Julio.
Yep, the next person up is Julio Jones. Now, Julio's a PPR stud. We all know this. He is worth $50 easily.
Yeah, he's going to go for 50 easily. He's at 50 now.
He's going to get 50. I'm going to say 54. That's where I'm going to put him at.
I think it's here at 50.
Oh, it did. It did. It just
50.
completely shut down. It went up straight to 50 and quit. Wow. Julio Jones is off the board. Man, see if
Debo.
these teams. Debo is up there. Debo's valued at $12. Now, see, this is more like where I think DK should be valued at too. Twice. $12 for Debo. See, look at Debo go up. Everybody's liking them some Debo. Everybody's liking them some Debo. He is going higher than his valuation. He's already currently at 13. And he sells for 13. Wow, only $1 over.
I got him. I think that's great value.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice,
wide
yes.
Receiver 2 for $13.
Oh, yeah.
Wide receiver 2 should cost you no less than 25.
Exactly. So he has very high upside potential as well. Let's see, just build off of last year for him. It's Tyreek. He is pre-draft at 47. He is at 50. Wow. He went to Julio range, and it looks like the trend is get to 50 and quit. So Tyreek sells for $50.
Doll hairs.
Doll hairs. Wow. I only have DK Metcalf. That's all I have. Yep, we have Chris Carson right now. Now, he is going to be ready for the season. So as long as he doesn't get hurt, you're loving you some Chris Carson. In my opinion, this Seattle team is a team that runs the ball. They're definitely, I would say, like, if there's any teams that you want to get a handcuffed for, it's the top 5 running teams in the league. So the top 5 running teams in the league, all of those people, if you draft their 1, later on, get their 2, get their twice, get the guy on the depth chart behind
27.
Like Zeke.
28.
For example, Zeke, you want Pollard. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get the backups for these high running game teams. So that would be my go for that. But yeah, Carson goes for 27 when he was valued at 24. Now up is Mike Evans. Now he is at $40 in this valuation pre-draft. He currently is at 38.
He's going for 38.
Ooh, wow. He went for 38. Now that's a couple dollars under. He's probably not the PPR machine we think of. Chris Godwin, I think, goes down as well. I don't think he's a top 5 scorer this year like he was last year. I think he goes down to 10 to 20 range. And I put him at 15 to 20 personally. So I think he's going to be great. I just don't think he's going to be worth the amount of money you're paying. So like a pre-valuation, 43. He 42 is what he's at. I don't think he's worth 42. What do you think, Einhorn?
I was cool at 41. I had it at 41 and it went to 42. So he's going for 42.
You think that he gets the production of last year, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to play the slot. He's a 23, 24-year-old slot machine.
I hope you're right, but I just feel like his production is going to go down because Brady is more of a find the open guy and system. So he's got his own system that he runs. You know, he knows what to do already. He looks for the pass. He knows how to make checkdowns. This is something Jameis Winston is not proficient at because of, you can see, obviously, you know, the interceptions. So I think it's going to be different. I don't think he's going to get as many balls thrown to him. They might be more efficient, but I just don't think he'll get as many. Jonathan Taylor. Oh, wow. For only $8. For only $9. For only $10. Jonathan Taylor. Join my team. Oh, and someone bid Jonathan Taylor. Was stolen. He's stolen. I know there is. Take it in.
But you got to get Marlon Mack if you take him.
You do, and that's why I'm glad to let it go. We ran it up, someone else took it, and we're out. We're out. All right, who is up? Kicker.
Will Lutz. Let's see if I can get him for $1.
You should.
This is the only third kicker I've nominated. Justin Tucker went for 7. The Chiefs kicker went for 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not getting him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You get some money out of people's pockets. And that's something else I'd say. If you draft a quarterback early, you draft a tight end early, you should be throwing those out. You should be throwing out what you drafted. If you drafted Patrick Mahomes, you're going to throw all the quarterbacks out after that. You're just going to throw it all out because that's dead money. That's money you need to see come out of people's hands. All right, so I'm up. Let's went for $3. Gosh, these people wasting their money. So another person I do not want to take. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. Worth a lot of money. I don't want him. Leonard Fournette. Out there in the ether. Who wants them? Some Leonard Fournette. Do you want him?
No, not at all. Not in a PPR, especially.
Well, I mean, last year you would have, right? The PPR, that's all they had. But they did bring in Chris Thompson.
I traded for him last year in a dynasty league and then instantly traded him because I saw there was value there. Because, like you said, he was just by default getting a lot of production, but I knew it wouldn't last. Because, I mean, anytime a team is actively trying to trade somebody from training camp all the way up to the trade deadline and he's producing for them, I mean, there's no certain future there of what's actually going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not a big Leonard Fournette guy. Kenyon Drake, I feel, is going way too high. I would have been comfortable in the 33 to 35 range. He's at 42 right now.
Whew, I think he has a great year. I was in at 41. 42, I'm out. 40 twice, I can't do it. So I like him. I love the guy. I think he's going to be in a great system.
Especially PPR.
Oh, so good. So I'm willing to pay up a little bit. I was willing to go to 40. I got 41 instead, so I was like, fine. But, yeah, I couldn't go any more than that. Now, after him, Joe Mixon comes up. He is pre-valued at 38, currently at 35, 6, 36. Wow.
I don't know.
It's a high price to pay for some Joe Mixon.
I want him because I think there's some good value there, but 36, that's a lot.
Yeah, and he went for twice under what he's evaluated at. So it's close to the range. But, yeah, you can see some of that baked in. When people go high, that means people like them. When they go low, the general crowd of people are like, eh. Like, I mean, with Kenyon or with Fournette, he went for 6 under what he's supposed to be. So that just goes to show you there. Now, Melvin Gordon coming in. This is interesting. You got Philip Lindsay there. I don't know if they're going to do a 1-2 punch or not, but I think this guy is valuable, dude.
He's a touchdown guy. He's a touchdown guy, whereas Lindsay's a yard guy.
Mm-hmm. So his pre-valuation is at 21. I think this guy is someone worth taking for, up to $25 personally. Like, I didn't do it because I just want to save my money, but I think he's worth it.
Lindsay, though. You got to get Lindsay if you get Gordon.
Yeah, he'd be a good guy to couple up.
It's like Seattle. It's like Seattle.
He'd be a good guy to couple up for sure. For sure. Because there are certain people that you want handcuffs in versus others. And he would be a good one where you're like, yeah, I want to get that guy versus that. All right, next is up. So Gordon went for 23. We got Josh Jacobs. His pre-value is at 37. He is currently at 37, basically. Let's see what he goes for there in Las Vegas. Now that they have a team. 38 is where he's at. 39. And he's at 40. I had him at 39. He's gone at 40. I will back off. You can go ahead and take you some Josh Jacobs for 40, which is a $3 overvalue bid.
That's a good pick, though. He's going to be a top tier guy.
Yep, good pick. I'm liking the fact that I'm running some people up on their money, and I still have only got one guy, DK Metcalf.
Awesome.
So, Mark Andrews.
Out well for you.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the way this is looking. But right now, Mark Andrews is up. I have $186, and there's only thrice other people with over 100. So let's see. Mark Andrews is at $10. His pre-value is at 8. So there's some overpaying going for him. I am not going to overpay for Mark Andrews this year. I think his efficiency was way too high last year, and those numbers are going to come down some. He still might be good. He still might average out, touchdowns versus yards or yards versus touchdowns, but I think he has a tiny drop from last year's numbers. He's not
Wow.
going to be a
Look at
top
that
3.
Kelsey tag.
25 now.
Yeah, 27,
Kelsey's
29.
prefab was at 36, so he should go close to 30 something. Yeah,
31.
So 34 at the minimum is what I'd say.
Thrusty twice.
Yep, 30 twice. Is he going for that?
You could get him the way you saved your money.
Oh, I don't want him. Save my money for a reason. Now, Kenny Galladay is a guy I really like. He is the focal point of this offense completely. And in a PPR, the guy that gets touchdown opportunities like crazy, and a PPR stud, Kenny Galladay, to me, is a no-brainer. He's a guy that I save my money for. All these guys are going for 50. I can get me a guy just as good who was a top 4 player last year in Kenny Galladay for 30 twice. And I just did. Get me some Kenny Galladay on my team. That's a good value.
Kenny who?
Galladay. Come on, man.
Pick.
I like it.
Good pick.
I mean, he is a top 10 in my opinion. Last year he was a top 5. This year, to me, he's a top 10 player regardless. As long as he's healthy, of course. Doesn't matter who's throwing them the ball. Doesn't matter who's throwing them the ball. He's getting it. So let's see who goes. DJ Moore is up next. I'm loving What of God. DK and Galladay. So Moore's of prefab evaluation. We're looking at 3-3. Thriced. He's currently at 25. So it looks like
I'm not touching it.
People aren't really wanting it. He's going up a little bit now. 30 thrice. Oh, he got there. Wow. There was a little bit of a hesitation. And then some people were like, nah, I like him. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Carolina's passing game this year. 100%. I think, your training camps and your, what are they called? The preseason games. That's really what you're wanting to see out of some Carolina. And Matt Einhorn is up again. Einhorn trying to get a kicker. Just they won't let you.
Tampa Bay's now after I nominated Baltimore's, Kansas City's. Who was the last kicker I nominated?
New Orleans?
Yeah, New Orleans, and now Tampa Bay.
Yes, and
I get it.
Got the Tampa Bay kicker. Now I am up. I'm going to choose someone again that I do not want. Right. So who do I not really want to pay money for at all? Here's a good guy. He's more money than I would expect him to be. But Cortland Sutton, I don't want a piece of this guy. Now, he could be valuable, but for what his value is, where he's going at, in all honesty, I do not see him being on a single one of my teams.
Well, in a PPR, you got to think Jerry Jeudy's there, and the quarterback is Drew Lock. There's going to be limited opportunity for Cortland Sutton.
Not limited. I mean, he's the one. They know he's good. He's going to, I think, be 1A, 1B is what they're looking to do. Kind of like an Emmanuel Sanders they used to have there. I think it's going to be similar.
They still got Noah Fant and 2 good running backs. It's questionable.
Well, Cortland Sutton was valued at, 27, and he went for 21. So that tells you everybody else is feeling the same way. Adam Thielen, I think his workload, if you're in just a 1-year league, you like the guy this year, right? He's going to be a PPR stud. Like nobody else is on that team. You're worried about getting the massive workload. So I could see him having a top 10 year. Adam Thielen. What do you think? Do you think he could have a top 10 year?
No, I think he's done.
He's done?
He's only had 2 decent years his whole career. And
he started off with 29. A bang last year. He started off crushing last year until he got injured.
I think he's just done. Now, Allen Robinson, I feel like, is better value in the Adam Thielen price range.
He's in a similar, situation. He's going to be the only guy really they're going to throw it to. But that defense is really good. That defense is going to be healthy. If they stay healthy, that's a big deciding factor on Allen Robinson. $27. That's just a steal. I mean, I'll go in for 28. Give him to me. I'll take Allen Robinson for 28. His value is at 32. Come on.
Good money.
Come on. Him and Galladay. I got Robinson, and Galladay, and DK's my bench guy for 14. Like that's just see, it's what you do when you wait. Wait. All right. All right. Let's see who is going up next. Man, I'm liking the way that this is going so far.
Somebody got another kicker in there.
Young Ho Koo for Atlanta. Let's see if the Atlanta kicker is going to go for $1 hair.
$1 hair.
$1 hair.
$1 hair.
Okay, so I've gotten thrice guys, and I still have the most money out of everybody. Einhorn is now in second with most money. Twice most money. It's me and you leading the charge.
And I got thrice guys.
That's right. That's right. Ooh, Kittle is up. So Koo went for $1. Kittle is up, and his pre is at 30, and he is already at 30. Is it gonna stay?
I think he's the best tight end for this year, but
I
not
agree.
for the value.
I agree.
He's just going to be the number one tight end.
I agree. I think he could be easily the number one tight end this year. All the stars are going to align. There you go. $31. Someone just got them some George Kittle. Man, that's a lot of money to pay for a tight end, but he's basically top, 20 receiver? Is that what we've looked up and found?
Oh, yeah.
And a PPR. Woo! You want you some George Kittle. Now, Devontae Parker is up next. His pre-value is at 10. I hope people overpay for him because I do not want or ever want to have this guy on my team. What do you think about Parker?
I think he could have a good year.
I mean, he could.
Tua's there. Ryan Fitzpatrick's there. Like, this could be some good value.
Which Ryan Fitzpatrick is there? Is it Ryan Fitzpatrick
with the
Ryan Fitzmagic? Fitzmagic. Oh, man.
15, I'm out. I'm not
15. His value's at 10. I agree with the 10. I could see you going 10, but 15, that's overpaying Raheem Mostert. Now, by all accounts, people think he's going to be the starter. I don't know. I think they do committee style. So people are going to overpay for him. His value is at 10. I could say he at least goes for 20.
They're the Patriots of the NFC. They're going to run with the committee, and whoever poses the mismatches, who's going for that week. You know, there's weeks where Tevin Coleman's the guy.
You're kidding me. He only went for 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you got to have the handcuff to make it work.
How's that happen? That's just absolutely ridiculous. I do not see how that even is possible. All right, next up, so Raheem Mostert went for 10. Juju Smith-Schuster is now up. His value was at 31. He is already at 31. He is climbing up really high as well to 32, actually, and that's good. That's where Galladay, that's where Robinson should have went. He's up to, so he goes.
I got Juju for 32.
That's a good value. That's a great deal. And that's what I'm saying. Like Galladay and Juju, I feel like are in the same boat. They could both be top 10 players. You know what I mean? Both can be top 10 players.
Absolutely. They're going to be PPR magic.
Oh, yes. I would say Galladay has a better they both have a number twice guy that's right basically at the same spot. You have on Galladay, you have Marvin Jones on his side, and then for Juju, you have Deontay. So Johnson, right? I think. So they both have a good 2 there, but
Dante. Good. I think it's pronounced Dante.
Yeah, Dante. So let's see here.
Dante Johnson.
That's right. So let's see. Amari Cooper is up now. His prefab is at 30. This guy is at 24 at the moment. Let's see what goes. There it is. So is the lobby not into Amari Cooper or something? It's what it's looking like. Wow. And he is at 30. What will happen next?
You're going to get him at 30.
I love it. Now,
that's good value.
Now, the thing is, Einhorn went 3 different bids against me. Maybe could have got him for less. Like, if it just isn't me and you think we could have got that guy for less?
Absolutely.
That's amazing value to me because I got him for what he's evaluated at. And I think it's going to be worth the value of $30. So, saving my money, I got my starters at receiver are Galladay, Robinson, and Cooper. And then I have Metcalf on the bench.
Buccaneers defense.
Metcalf on the bench. You see what I'm saying? I'm done with my receivers completely.
Oh, yeah.
Completely done with them. Who's defense?
The Bucks.
You got their kicker and their defense. Oh man.
The Bucks
Wow.
defense got way better, and they were already good last year. Like they get a lot of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
So without
Yeah.
Winston turning it over 30 times a year, they should be better.
Yeah, that's very true. And it depends also if he'll even be healthy. So I'm up again. I'm going to throw out Le'Veon Bell. I don't really want him. I do like him, and I will take him in some leagues, but it depends on what the value is. Like right here, his pre-value is at 22. So I'll take him up to 18. You know? After that, I'm done.
19.
I'll take him.
Oh, 20.
So I'm out. I'm out. So now's the time whenever I've got as far as I've got 4 receivers. I'm basically done with receivers. I'm going to take some cheap guys now because I got 3 $30 guys basically.
Can you believe Le'Veon Bell's a $20 guy? It just seems like not long ago he was top tier.
Well, he was in a system that loved him and used him, and now he's not. And that's the thing is he took the money, and the money doesn't always put you in the right position of what you should go for. So Hilaire is going now. His pre-value is at 27. He is low. He's at 23. It's a slow bid up right now. 24, another slow bid up. So people are not, and this is indicative of where we're at right now in the season because we don't know anything. We don't know if this guy's even the number 1 yet. He's got to still prove himself within what they already currently have. He has to come above Damian Williams, right? So, I mean, can you prove yourself? Right now, the hype train is what's going on, not the actual depth chart train, right? So when we get confirmation later on in the year, you're going to see numbers either go up or go way down. Einhorn.
I think he's clearly the one. Overtaking Damian Williams isn't that big of a chore. Especially when he drafts you in the first round as a running back.
Very true. Very true. Oh, man. I find this.
$26 for Mahomes. Wow.
I spent the actual valuation of what they have Mahomes for, which is $26. I was saying, dude, this dude is a value, even past $26. I would rather have Mahomes over, over Allen Robinson. I can tell you that. So there's only 2 guys going for high money, and I know I should have waited. I know I could have had a better team if I'd have waited, but I'm thinking of the power that my starting offense is going to have. I'm going to have Mahomes, and then I'm going to have Galladay, Robinson, and Amari Cooper. Oh,
it's good stuff.
It's
good stuff.
Get me a bunch of dollar guys, make some trades. Let's see what we can do. Einhorn, tell us about your team.
I've got Nick Chubb, Miles Sanders, Deebo Samuels, Juju, the Bucks D, and the Bucks kicker.
Nice.
I got $84 left.
Nice. So you got Juju, you got a couple, 3 or 4 receivers coming up, or a running back or 2 you can get that you'll have some good money to spend on. And right now, money situation, you are in the lead, I believe. No, second. You're in twice. There's an auto picker that has a few more dollars than you. And then I'm in 4th. So not too shabby as far as money goes, right?
Not bad.
So this is again, now I'm going to basically lay low with a lot of my money right now. I'm going to try and get some good values late. I just can't see myself spending anything on anyone I see on the screen right now.
Keenan Allen, $20. He's a PPR stud. He's going to be 100 catches.
Joining your team, possibly. I don't know how that offensive changed. I know they're not going to be throwing as much as they have in the last, with Phillip Rivers there, because with the rookie, you never see the abundance of throws.
They still got Tyrod.
That's true. So, oh man. Okay, so next we have Devin Singletary. Now it's getting quicker. He went for $11. Kind of questionable there. He's part of a committee. Next we got is Tyler Lockett. His pre-value is at 20, and he is currently at 14, 15, 16. Wow. So he's going to get his 20. I think that should happen easily for him being up there as well. Let's see where he goes. $18. $18 is what he goes for. Wow. Metcalf at 14, and we could have got him easily. I'd say at what, 8, 9? We could have got Metcalf probably if we weren't going against each other. So, I mean, for the value you can get Metcalf at versus Lockett, I would take Metcalf all day in any of these, especially if you're even doing like a snake. Let's see the next pick now. So Lockett went for 18. And the next one that's up for the bid is Odell Beckham Jr. Wow, this guy. A lot of people are saying he's going to be a lot better this year. The touchdowns just weren't there. He might have had some injuries.
He's going to be on a different team?
That's a possibility. So a lot of question marks with this guy. His value is at 20 right here, according to this one. And I think if he plays great, he's a 25 or more dollar person. If he doesn't, 15. But right now he's at 17. And
Odell
that's what he
17.
goes for.
Remember when he was like a $56 guy?
Look,
too long ago.
Shit. Lockett was 18 and Odell 17. I'd rather have Odell. Even with personally, Keenan Allen versus Odell, I'd rather have Odell. So I would have paid more. And here's a guy I think is a steal for cheap money. And I should have just done this. Dak Prescott, quarterback. He's going to go for like cheap as shit money.
Maybe.
This guy could be a top 3 fantasy guy this year. Top 3. And you're going to get him for what? $6, $7? I mean, this guy should be going for 15. No problem. But nope. He's not going to. He's going to go for around 10 or under. So let's see what happens. Dak Prescott, all the weapons he's got, man. They give him a contract. This guy's showing up. $8. $8. You got him.
Steal.
You got him. Einhorn has him. That was a steal. That's what I'm saying. I should have done that. Should have waited. Should have got you. I should have just bid you up for all the screw-ins you've been giving me. So let's see. I took my quarterback. So like I said, we're gonna get this quarterback train going, man. Who's next highest? Oh, they're not worth a lot of money though. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's get out Calvin Ridley here. Calvin Ridley, not someone I want. Now, a lot of people are high on him. He's going to be some more money getting out of people's pockets. That's what I'm looking for right now. If quarterback, and that's part of the strategy, if quarterbacks are only going to get you $5 to $10 out of people's pockets, wouldn't you rather get rid of a guy that's going to get 15 to 20 out? Yes. The answer is yes. You want them spending as much money as possible. So that's what I'm saying. If you draft a quarterback or a tight end, throw out the guys that are worth the most money, and then start throwing out your other positions of people that you just don't want at positions that, you're saving your money for other people. So Robert Woods is up after Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley went for $15. Again, I'd rather have Odell. So Robert Woods is up. What do you think about Robert Woods, Einhorn?
Not touching him.
Really? Them getting rid of Brandon Cooks and at the end of the year going to a 2 tight end, 2 receiver set and him being really the focal point of that wide receiver set.
I would rather
not
have
Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. I'd rather have Kupp.
Well, they had to change their strategy. And that was the main thing that a lot of people have been talking about was that at the end of the year, that's why Higbee took off. Higbee sucked throughout the entire year until the very end because they went to 2 tight end sets. And they say McVay is really excited about it and wanting to continue that. That's the reason I say that. I think Woods is going to be in for a lot more catches. He's going to be a PPR guy, I think, this year versus more maybe like a Landry in the past. You know what I mean? That's the way I see him, like getting tons of catches, but not a lot of yards. But he'll probably be a 1,000-yard guy, maybe even a 90-catch guy. So that's where I see him at. If everything goes, really well for him. But we all know that Kupp in the red zone is what they do. All right. So after Woods goes for 15, you have Ertz at 15. Zach Ertz goes off the board. Sterling Shepard is up a value at 4, and he's going for 3. Wow. Okay. Someone snuck one in there. That's what you can do. You can do that. All right. So next up is James Conner. His value is at 11. Let's see what he goes for. All right. Value is at 11. James Conner. And this is interesting because he's like a Juju as well. Had a great year before and then didn't. I got me some James Conner for $9. That is a steal. A steal.
Compared to what it cost you last year to have him, yeah.
Woo! And they're going to come in with that same philosophy and mentality. So $9 for a $20 plus guy. I'll take it. I will take it, especially since I need to save some money after going for my homes. You know what I mean? I got to save me some money. This is great.
Yeah, I mean,
T.Y. Hilton is up next. T.Y. Hilton pre-draft at 17. I see a big year for T.Y. What do you see?
We'll see. You know,
That's your evaluation for the listeners.
they're
We'll see.
they're really excited about Michael Pittman, man, and that guy could be an athlete. They still got Paris Campbell there, so we'll just see what happens.
But but Ty is phenomenal. Ty is a great player, and if he's healthy, he is good. Mark Ingram is up now. This is another guy we talked about, like a 1-year player. This is a guy I want only this year, only in a redraft. You know what I mean? I don't want him in anything other than a redraft, because this is the last year you're going to get decent production unless he goes to a different team that's good, because this team will run him this year. Oh, you had to do it. You had to do it. Had to do it. Oh, man. Einhorn, once again, coming in, bidding me up. I love it, though. I'm getting Connor. I'm getting Ingram for $12. My team is shaping up. Oh, man, I am really enjoying the way that my draft has gone up until this point. Oh, wow. Darren Waller, the Walrus, he is up. And his pre-value is at $8. He's currently at 10. See what happens with the Walrus cuckooing on that kajou. Let's see. Is there any other tight ends even available after this guy? Yeah, there's a few. Yeah. He's at 14 now. He originally was at 8. To let you know about Waller, go look at him and Kittle last year. They had the same stats.
They were crushing.
They both had the same stats. So literally a point apart. So that guy put up some hellacious stats. If you got him for what, $14, that's actually a steal, and that's overpaying. So if he gets the same production, which in a Gruden offense, tight end is going to get the ball. So I really love it. Even at 14, I love it. I know.
Damn, I was hoping I'd get David Montgomery for $10.
Goes up to twice $12. You are the person bidding on him. You probably will get him at that evaluation. He is normally at 7. You did have someone else bidding, not me. So you got him at $12. And that could be very good value. That very well could be. Let's see here. Josh Allen is now up. I have a quarterback. This is not a single drop of me. You got a quarterback. We are both just letting this go. But for $2, if you got Josh Allen and you told me that's my starter for $2, I'd be extremely happy with that. I mean, this guy was number six last year. Number 6, and he only got weapons. So he only got better, more comfortable with the offense. I really think that they take a jump this year, and this guy could be a top 5 quarterback in the league this year, especially with that rushing. What do you think, Einhorn?
He's a 50% completion percentage.
Yeah, but that's where that rushing comes in. All right, let's see. I'm going to throw a guy out here that I think you don't really want him this year. His name is Rob Gronkowski. I think Rob Gronkowski is going to get a lot less volume on the throwing, and he's going to be more so used as a blocker. He's going to be an extra tackle per se, because whoever is trying to rush against him is not going to happen. He's too big and he's too strong and he's too good. So his pre-value is at 3. He's currently at 3. I thought he would go for more, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Wow. Well, there you go. Rob Gronkowski off the board for only thrice dollars. It seems like we got some smart people in the lobby right now, realizing what's going on with some of these players, because sometimes you can get a hype train on these people going up higher. Cooper Kupp is now up, and wow, this is one of the last great receivers. We still have quite a few, but he's one of the last top tier, and he is pre-valued at 16. He's currently going at 16. That is a value and a half, I feel. And he went for 16. I mean, you telling me I can get Cooper Kupp for 16? I might not have taken Allen Robinson for 28. You know what I mean? I would have rather had me some Cooper Kupp than somebody else. Cooper Kupp and I don't know, somebody lower down. Even maybe Tyler Boyd or AJ Green or Stephon Diggs. I can get to it twice to those guys. AJ Brown is now up. AJ Brown pre-value at 15. He's at 14. We're getting the prices to go down on a lot of these people, as you can tell. And AJ Brown is gone for $14 to Einhorn. Einhorn getting some AJ Brown. I like it. I like it a lot.
Great value.
Great value. Jerry Jeudy up with a $2 valuation. That is extremely too cheap. I just, it's amazing they only put a $2 valuation. Who else they got there other than Sutton? You know what I mean?
No Fant.
That's a tight end though. I mean, you know what I mean? They're going to be throwing at the receivers. Wow. I mean, that's complete cheap value. And guess who's going to take them for $3? I am as my fifth receiver. Wow.
Fifth.
Jerry Jeudy as my fifth.
Fifth.
As my fifth. What do you think?
It's a good move.
I mean, for $3?
Yeah, it's real good.
I'll take the chance as my fifth. And I'm still probably going to get another one. So whatever. I got people that I don't really care.
Kareem Hunt for 7.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt for 7.
That's PPR love, especially because I got Nick Chubb.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is you have Hunt who could be a flex option most weeks. If Chubb goes out, he's a dominant one. So great pickup by you, knowing your roster, knowing who you already have, and getting that backup. It's very smart. And you don't always want to do it, but in this case, it makes a lot of sense for the upside. So next was Terry McLaurin for $11. Now we have DeAndre Swift, running back. Should have all the opportunity to take the number 1 here. Einhorn?
Yeah, he should.
I mean, you got Carry On, and Carry On has done nothing. How about you can carry on to the next job you're going to have, just like Amir Abdullah did, because you're pretty much following in the same footsteps that Amir Abdullah had, except Amir Abdullah had one good game, whereas Carry On had, half a good season.
But, I mean, do you really have faith that they'll be able to handle DeAndre Swift since they've dropped the ball with how many young running backs since Barry Sanders?
Yeah,
I got him. I got him for $7. It's worth it. It's worth it.
But who's their coach? Where's this coach come from? Yeah, he likes. They wanted to have a running game. They were unable to have a running game. This is another step towards being able to see if they can do that, right? So I think it's a good pick. I think he is for $7. That's an amazing value for the fact that he could be a number 1 and could just take off, right?
Take off, boy.
So I'm just saying he could. But then you got Jarvis Landry went next. He went for $12. Kyler Murray is up, pre-value at 4. This guy's got to go for 7 or more. I think he's got to be overpaid for. I mean, come on. This guy could be a top 5 quarterback in the league. How are fantasy leagues just giving people away for nothing whenever these guys score the most points?
Because there's too many of them. You only need one.
I know the variation isn't that much drastic difference compared to other like places, but come on, man. God, that's just ridiculous value for people to get certain people. And I am back in the lead with having the most money. This is the exact position that I wanted to be in. I can basically at this point get anybody that I want, except for one person that's got close to me. Everybody else is almost in the teens. So we're getting later in the draft. We're almost halfway, in all honesty. And I am sitting pretty. I've got Patrick Mahomes. Do a recap for both of us. I'm going to go ahead and put someone out that I don't want, which is AJ Green. Or no, Edelman. Throwing Edelman out there. All right, so let's let that go. Me and Einhorn do a quick recap of our teams. I have Mahomes, James Conner, Mark Ingram, Galladay, Robinson, Cooper. And then I have Metcalf and Jeudy on the bench or in the flex. Actually, no, on the bench. Both of those guys on the bench with Metcalf and Jeudy. Who do you have? Einhorn.
I got Dak, Nick Chubb, Miles Sanders, Debo, Juju, Keenan Allen, Bucks D, Bucks kicker, David Montgomery, AJ Brown, Kareem Hunt, and DeAndre Swift.
Oh man, that's some great action right there. I'm liking both of these teams. You can definitely see the direction that we tried to take with both of them. Like I said before, maybe Mahomes was too much. I wish I would have gone for um, Dak Prescott, because even if we were bidding each other up, I wouldn't have got up to $26. But Mahomes can be a difference maker a lot of weeks. So then after Edelman went for $7, and we had Drew Brees go for $2. That's a steal. Then you got Edelman for
Shark for 12.
$7, and then Chark for 12. So next up is Stephon Diggs. He is currently at 9. His valuation is at 10. I really like Stephon Diggs a lot, and I almost want to bid for him, but man, I can wait and get tons of great people on my bench. I mean, I like Diggs as a 1, but for the amount of money that's going at $10, I can let somebody else just waste it, and I can take anybody I literally want coming up pretty soon. Because looking at the rosters, only one person has 30. They got 32, and then one person has 24. After that, 16 and under, pretty much. So that's where we're at. I'm about to just start sniping. Let's see what we got here. N'Keal Harry was thrown out there for a $2 evaluation. He went for twice dollars. Wow. Okay. That's what we're doing. Throwing out dollar players now, trying to get them. But then again, what are you going to do when you only have $10, right? You got to try and go for your dollar guys somewhere. And that's what happens when it gets this late and you don't have any money and you try to get those dollar players. I would say the strategy is still at this point, halfway through the draft, when you start getting low in money, do not throw out the people you want. Do not think N'Keal Harry, nobody wants him. People still have money. They are still willing to go only twice dollars for a bench guy. You know what I mean? Yao Ming. Okay, so then Cam Akers went for $7. That could be a really good pick, depending on how it plays out there in Los Angeles Rams territory. So next we have AJ Green. AJ Green is going for $9. Evaluation is at $9, and he is gone. That could be a $25 player right there if he goes back to form. But I don't know if they're going to give him all the volume. I don't know if they'll give him the volume with the way the team is now. They're going to have a rookie quarterback, a young, good receiver, and then twice veteran receivers and a young running back. I just don't see AJ Green getting fed like AJ Green used to get fed. But he's still going to be amazing and efficiently great with his targets. It's just, you know what I mean? It's not going to be 1,000, 12 or 1,200 yards type season for AJ Green. So next we got Tyler Boyd. Darrell Henderson for the Rams went for $5. So you could have got Akers and Henderson for $12 total dollars. Is that worth it for you? I think yes. What do you think?
Oh yeah, totally.
$12 to get both?
That's a good system to have some stock in.
And that's the thing. The person that got both was the same person. So smart on their behalf. Now, Boyd, valued at 9, went for $8. So you could have got AJ Green and Boyd for $17. I paid almost more than that for every single receiver I got, just in general. So let's see who we got. We're getting down in the weeds now. Very few people that are looking at difference makers. So you're not looking at a lot of those guys now. At this point, when you get close to your last 3 or 4 bench guys, which we're not there yet, we're about 6 bench guys. But when you get your last 3 guys, what are you looking for, Einhorn? Because I'm looking for people that could have one amazing week here and there. Like a Deshaun Jackson type person, where I'm just looking for them on either a bye week or a blow up spot. Who are you looking for?
I look for people that could actually take over a starting role.
Yes.
If there's an injury, I'm going for who I think could actually be there as the starter. Kind of like a couple years ago, Alvin Kamara, his rookie year, David Johnson, his rookie year. It took a little while, about week 6 to week 8, before they got valuable. But those are the guys you want to target for sure.
Oh yeah, and that's also, like I'm saying, blow up spots. You got to figure out the people who would be in a good role if someone went down. For one person, as far as a backup running back, would be the Saints guy. What's his name? Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray, if for some reason Kamara went down, Latavius Murray would pick up a healthy workload. And we've seen him be good in a high workload before. So someone like that and that kind of offense, that would be a good backup to get, that could become the starter. So someone like that, Jordan Howard comes to mind, maybe a Breida. You're betting on one way or the other of who will be the starter, in current situations like that. Wow, it's amazing to see that Deshaun Watson is still out there. I feel like that's the only him. I really don't see many other people out there that I'm just like, I can't believe you're out there.
You had to say something, did you?
Well, neither one of us really want him. I mean, but imagine I could take him right now and play Mahomes and just keep Watson as a trade piece. If you're telling me for $5, I could trade Watson and get even like a good receiver, a decent receiver that's a $10 receiver right now or $12. Like if I could get Metcalf,
I had to do it. I had to get him for $4.
Seriously,
Deshaun Watson.
You could trade that guy later on.
I got Dak and Watson. That should be 2 of the top 5.
But you don't even really with that. You don't even really need him because you can get another one for like $2. So go ahead and take that Deshaun Watson and trade that guy to a team that didn't draft a single good quarterback. I think it's the smart thing to do. You'll notice times like that in drafts. I should have taken Russell Wilson here for $4 and do the same thing, but I'm saving my money. I already got my homes. I'm just hanging out to take every single person that I want going forward. So that's the thing. When you get money late at the draft, man, people aren't going to be able to bid. Like you can go look at their teams and see what their max bid is going to be. And they won't even have it. Oh, someone has thrown out McCole Harmon. Now he's valued at a $2 draft. I like that. I feel like if you get Tyreek Hill, you need to get McCole Harmon on your bench. I think that's just
absolutely
necessary. Absolutely necessary. Like drinking your own urine. It's necessary.
Necessary for a man. Drink his own urine.
Oh, carry on. My wayward son. Carry on Johnson, pre-value at $6. He is currently at twice dollars. What will happen with said carry on? Will he be the carry on luggage that he's used to being, or will he now be thrown in the back of the plane?
Thrice dollars.
Oh man, he is going to go for a measly thrice dollars. How far have we fallen? Carry on. Everybody got scared when they drafted a running back. They're all like, "Oh shit, this is happening." So next, you got Marvin Jones Jr. He is actually valued at $6. This guy's a steal. I'm sorry, this guy's going to get production regardless. He does every single year. He's a steal at $3.
Is he?
He sure is.
Is he though?
I bid $4. Someone else went $5. I can't. I can. Here's the reason I'm willing to go $6 on him. If nobody else bids, I'm done.
The other guy.
I have invested interest with Galladay, and that's the thing is Jones can still be my flex guy. I mean, he can't on this team because this team's too damn good. You know what I'm saying? But in case I have a bye week or something, I could start them both, especially with a good matchup coming up. But yeah, I'll take Jones. I don't mind, and I could use him as a trade piece. This dude is going to produce on this team. So next up is James White. James White is at twice dollars, valued at $4 pre-draft, and he goes for twice.
If you could roster him and Sony Michel for under $10, that's a steal.
It's a steal, but the bad thing is you don't know which week who to start.
If you pay attention, you can kind
of you can catch it every once in a while. It's too much. I don't know. They play the matchups, especially now. Think about that team now, bro. That team now, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to figure anything out with that Patriots team now because they're trying to just, you know what I mean? They're trying to get anything working that they can because it's going to be a struggle for them. All right. So next up is Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram just went to me for $5. Oh, man. Finkle is getting his team put together. All right. All right. So I got the Evan Ingram is my tight end. Only paid $5. I'm definitely going to have to get somebody else because he could be injured. But if he's not, he is a stud, dude. He's a PPR stud as well for tight end. So if he's healthy, I really like me some Evan Ingram.
You damn right.
All right, Einhorn, tell us about Gallup in this Dallas situation. What do you think?
I wouldn't touch it. Not at all.
Just Cooper?
Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb could usurp Cooper.
What?
Yeah.
This year?
CeeDee Lamb's great.
Cooper is great.
Cooper's good. Don't get me wrong.
Cooper
CeeDee
doesn't
Lamb
get
is
paid.
great.
He doesn't get paid when he gets paid without what he does. But whatever. I mean, when you're saying that, maybe you're talking like 3-4 years from now, but I don't think this year is even in question. Let's see. Noah Fant. Oh, you're throwing Noah Fant out there trying to get you tied in, right?
If he goes for yay, cool.
You don't want him now? He's gone. You're like, let him have him.
Yeah, at this point, it's just more important to get somebody to fill a roster spot to get them out of bidding than, maybe pull in some big money.
That's true. So let's see where the money is probably going to come from, what I'm looking at.
Oh my gosh, Team Johnson has nobody.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm going to throw this guy out here. I really don't want him, but I think people are going to want him, and that is Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is going at a $3 valuation. I don't want him. I'm hoping somebody bids on him, and they did. And it's you, Einhorn, wants to get them some Hunter Henry. I know that the talent is good. He's always injured, and I just don't know about that team anymore.
For $2?
Yeah, go for it.
Take him for $2.
I got two other guys I'd rather have
Twice dollars.
Twice other guys I'd rather have than Hunter Henry. But it's good. I mean, it's great value regardless. But there's just twice other guys I'd rather have. Oh, so now we're up to the Will Fullers of the bunch. He's valued at $5. There's no way. No way. Like, look at this. You can get both Miami guys for like $3 to $4. That's ridiculous value. That's ridiculous value for both. Well, then again, they're probably not going to be running the ball much, right? Right.
Miami.
Yeah, they're not going to have to. They're not going to be able to run a lot. Oh,
they're
Brady
throw.
Brady for $1.
Wow.
You know what I'm going to do? Just to see if they'll go 3. And if not, Mahomes is getting backed up by Brady. Okay? Deal with it.
I spent $12 and got Dak and Deshaun.
Woo! I got me some Tom Brady, baby. Tom Brady.
You spent 31 and got Mahomes and Brady.
Yeah, I spent 28 and got Mahomes and Brady. Yeah. Now, this is a guy, $3 for Brandon Cooks. I'm going to tell you right now, I think Brandon Cooks can still be an 800-yard plus guy and still get you 8 touchdowns. So, I mean, for $3, why wouldn't you be bidding on this guy? You know what I mean? I mean, as far as people with upside, who has more upside right now than Brandon Cooks? Anybody know anybody?
You can have him.
Yeah, I'll take him. I mean, look at it. He is my, 4? 5. He might even be my 5. He's tied with 4. Him and Metcalf are my 4. 4A, 4B. 4 and 5. So I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. All right. So after Brandon Cooks goes for $7. Now, he was valued at 3. If we weren't bidding against each other, just imagine the steal I could have got there at $3 or $4 for Brandon Cooks with nobody bidding on, which makes no sense. Now, it is true. We probably should mention this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people are actually still bidding. The rest are auto. So that has a lot to do with it. Now, I did just go ahead and bid on Tariq Cohen because my running backs is kind of depleted. And he is actually my 3rd running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a PPR. It's the main reason I even took him. But I have money where no one else really does. So I'm basically getting the pick of the litter for the running backs that I want. I only have one more bench spot. It's definitely going to a running back. So that's just how that's going to have to go. So we have, I have one more pick on the bench. The rest of the picks I have are defense and kicker. Einhorn, how many people do you have left?
2 bench spots, and that's it.
All right, exactly. So with me only having one bench spot, I'm going to look and see which running back would be the main guy for me. Connor, Ingram. Um, hmm, Based on that information, might want to go with J.K. Dobbins. If something were to happen to Ingram, I think Dobbins would be the guy that I would need to make sure that that offense is continuing to go. And you know that they would give him the ball just as much as they would Ingram. So this is like you were saying, a guy that could become the one and a guy that could take off with the position. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, me. So that's someone I'm probably going to target with my last bench spot. But looking at look at the money you can spend right now. Mac, Geis, Jordan Howard, Philip Lindsay, Matt Breida, Damian Williams, who could become the star, who could be the starter for the first 4 or 5 games. Who knows? Latavius Murray, Zach Moss, Coleman, Dobbins. That's pretty much it. You got some other backups there. Then you got with like a quarterback who's left. Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, who could be great this year. Matthew Stafford, Daniel Jones, Ben Roethlisberger, Ryan Tannehill, Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff. Any of these people, I would take them. I would take literally any of these people, to be my number one, and then back them up with another one of those 2 people. I mean, it's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you go for those people? Sonny Michel just went for $1. That's a great value. Tyler Higbee just went for $1. Keyshawn Vaughn went for $3. So I mean, quarterback is still a
guys
steal.
for $1 is a fucking steal.
Yeah, guys for $1 is a steal. And that's the thing. You wait till the end of these drafts, you're going to be getting some of these guys. Receiver who's left, Crowder, Marquise Brown. That's a guy I should take instead of taking the running back. And that probably is who I'm going to take because I could trade one of these receivers, bro. I got on the bench who won't even see the light of day. Marquise Brown and Brandon Cooks and Marvin Jones. I'm trading one of those guys. Absolutely trading one of them. CeeDee Lamb now goes on there. After your gushing review about CeeDee Lamb taking over, you are now going to try to get this man. Now he's at $2. I think $3. He's worth it, right? Einhorn?
Yeah, he is.
He's worth it. Einhorn puts the bid in on the CD of the Lambs. Silence.
I got Dak Prescott too, so it only helps.
Yeah. See, that's great. Okay, J.K. Dobbins is up now. I'm just going to say this. He's mine. Nobody has money, so he's mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way, guys. And this is another thing. I don't have a lot of running backs, so this is just securing one of my spots. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about what happens if this happens. I got one. I got the guy. If there was another option, maybe I'd take it, but no. Dobbins is where I'm at. So let's see where Dobbins goes. Major Cox, you're making sure that I'm paying max dollar for.
No, I wanted the guy.
Okay.
I think he can literally take over for Mark Ingram this year. You need both of them, but don't be surprised if Dobbins is hitting home runs pretty early.
I think Dobbins, even if he hits home runs, doesn't get the full workload. And the reason I say that is they want to run Ingram in the ground. It's his last year. Why would you put that workload on your rookie? I mean, you can keep him fresh, keep him healthy, and then next year let him just be
Dobbins
the workhorse.
Is great though.
Ingram is pretty good too. Good. Ingram has always produced wherever he's gone. So I like him. I like Dobbins, and that's why I want to have both. And I got both. And I could have got them for cheaper. So it's a win-win in my situation. And look, I got Ingram for 12, Dobbins for 7. Could have got him for like 4. I mean, $16 for twice running backs on one of the best teams. I'll take it all day. I'll take it all day.
Hell yeah.
But man, PPR, I loaded up where I feel it's most important, which is receiver. I spent 32 on Galladay, 28 on Allen Robinson, 30 on Amari Cooper. So I mean, I got thrice studs. Then following them back up, I got Metcalf, Brandon Cooks, and Marvin Jones to back up Galladay. So I'm completely covered. Got Judy after that. I'm really, I would say my weak spot is going to be running back. And I got Ingram with Dobbins. So I like that. And then I have Connor, who's kind of a question mark, but I still think he's a stud when it comes to the position. So I'm not happy with my depth, but I'm happy with who I got with the team that's around it. You know what I mean? Because I have Patrick Mahomes and Evan Ingram. Now, obviously, tight ends weak, but Ingram is of the bottom tier of the good tight ends, and I can always stream the second one. So I'm happy with the team. I did kind of reach for Mahomes, and in my opinion, it worked for me. Einhorn, what about your team? Where do you think you are proficient and then lacking?
I mean, at running back, I've got Chubb, Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, Kareem Hunt, and DeAndre Swift. I think I'm solid.
Right. You got 2 starters for sure, and then something that could be a flex.
Yeah. And then at wide receiver, I got Debo, Juju, Keenan, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb. And I'm probably going to get Ruggs because he's obviously the number one in
Yeah,
Las Vegas. He's a fast guy. There's upside there, you
and the
know?
fact you can get him for like $1 or $2,
Exactly.
that's ridiculous value in this.
Hunter Henry at tight end, that's a great $2 value because he can play, upside. But I feel like the best value is Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
$12.
Yeah. No, it's amazing value. You can play the matchups. Like I got Mahomes and Brady, and you
Like,
paid 12, I paid 28. It's crazy.
I feel like I have a team that's like set up with guys that can perform inside the top 10 with potential of top 5. But definitely everybody's going to play inside the top 20 at wide receiver and at running back for my team. So I feel like I don't have any deficiencies at all. If Hunter Henry ends up being the 6th best tight end, that was a steal.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, same thing could happen with
and,
Ingram.
And that's and like we said, that's not out of the realm for these guys.
No, exactly. So the Bills D is up, and I'm looking at the board. There's a couple teams I want
Ravens
defense.
are great. Ravens have a great D for this year.
Oh yeah. The Ravens have a great D. But with what's left, there's only twice teams that I would be interested in. One is the Bills. I let them go, and they're probably the better of the two. I'm now that I'm thinking about it, I just wasn't thinking while I was drafting, but they probably are the better of the two because you got to think of that division. The Colts, they're going to be improved. Titans are going to be good, but
that's not the Bills division.
The Dolphins.
You said Colts.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Dolphins. My bad. Dolphins, Patriots. Those
Jets.
are teams I want to play. So, I mean, I probably should have took the Bills, but the other team I'm thinking of is the Bears. Bears are healthy. They're much better. We talked about earlier. And I think that that's a team, especially right now, since I just let the Bills go.
Ruggs 7.
Definitely taking Bears. Yeah. Ruggs goes for 7. Philip Lindsay for $1. That's cheap as crap. Jared Cook for $1. You can't beat that deal. You can't beat that deal. I got the Bears, and they didn't even let anybody try to bid. So they've already set up one. Just give it to me. So then after that, I got to get a kicker.
With the Ravens, man. I would have went with the Ravens over the Bears.
I don't know.
Secondary sick.
The personnel for the Bears is I think better in my opinion. Now the offense is much worse. I don't like the offense for the Bears. Oh, I hate it, but I think that defense is going to keep them in a lot of games. Man, but God, you're going to be able to get Breida and Jordan Howard for twice dollars.
All right, well, let's.
Jordan Howard went for 2. Jordan Howard went for 2. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to talk about who I get for kicker. It doesn't really matter who I get now. So
Eric Ebron kicks touchdowns.
He sure does. So I'm not going to cover the teams. We've pretty much gone at them ad nauseum. What you want to do in your auctions, we've covered all of that. If you have any questions, you can get us at Finkle Podcast on Twitter. You can also get us at the information that's in the description below. Hit us up through the email that's in the description. Anything other than that you have to add, Einhorn.
Just do a lot of mocks, guys. Be prepared. Know your leagues, know your rules, and most importantly, know your player value. There's a ton of sources out there. We're just one of many voices, but we have been doing this game for a long time, and I think tonight showed we have a good grasp on value and how to get depth, because it's not just, get 4 or 5 studs and ride them out. If you know anything about fantasy for seasoned veterans and you newcomers need to adjust, is it takes depth. This is a 16-week regular season playoffs, and your team for the first 8 weeks is totally different than your teams for the last 8
It
weeks.
should be. It should be. If you're paying attention to the league that goes through waves. The league is like a roller coaster, guys. It goes up and down. If you have the same stale team from the day you drafted until the very end, very small percentages will you win that league if you're not being involved in waiver claims, ads, pickups, trades. Those things are very valuable because some people take off. Some people, they just have like massive weeks, especially at different times. Anyone that won the championship last year can tell you that if they had either Miles Sanders, Perryman, or Devontae Parker, or Mostert, if you had a combo of any of those guys, and think about it, none of those guys went in either your drafts or your top 10 rounds. So those guys were big difference makers, and you got them off the waiver wire. So, that's where we're telling you need to pay attention to what's going on in the league. Where's the points are changing and who's getting hot. Because just like Eli Manning, going through the playoffs and winning a Super Bowl, it can happen in fantasy as well. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and leave that here. That's quite a bit of auction information and talk. So for the Finkle and Einhorn podcast, we're out. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Give us a like and subscribe, and also review us on iTunes, Apple, Stitcher, anywhere that you're at listening to this podcast. Please check us out on Twitter at Finkle Podcasts. Matt is at Foggy Matt, and I am at PickleRick182. You can get us on Twitch at I'm PickleRick182. We would love to answer questions. Anything you have, please let us know. The laces are out.